It's all happening in Florida. From Amway Center in Orlando. For the Bronx, the best. Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA, celebrating diversity and culture, and always up. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin.
I agree, David. Every word of it. Absolutely. Thank you. Now we'll look at the starting lineup for the Bronx. Kobe is out there with Bird. Then it's Harden. Then there's Champ. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. And for the Magic, we've got Suggs. Also Bruce Brown out there. Wagner is out there with Carter. And Greg is the playoffs loom in the distance for those teams who have overachieved in the regular season. How do they ensure that their success continues in the postseason?
Well, listen, the skeptics will remain. And you've got to understand the playoffs are a different animal. You have to be resilient and adaptable. And when that adversity hits, that's when your focus has to rise. And he's not going to miss that.
He sinks the three-pointer. He's got 5.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Suggs. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging over 13 points a game. First quarter, just over a minute played. And here's Kobe for 3. Good. And it's Bird picking up the assist.
And you really got to appreciate that swag that Bryant plays with. If you give him room to shoot from deep, he's going to make you pay.
The Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. For 3, Durant in the Bronx. Another 3.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Pass to Wagner. From deep. Larry Bird grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was on.
And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Bird. Durant. He's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Nets. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Stolen by Harden. As break the Bronx. Timeout called here, the first for the Bronx. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Well, you saw how dialed up they were from distance. The defense just couldn't get out to everyone.
And that explains their three-point percentage. They had more than a few players giving the defense absolute fits from range.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Harden? He's averaging 20 points, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows fun to watch, someone the other players look up to.
From deep three-point range, Orlando gets it back. Three-pointer. That one. No good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
From downtown, the Bronx, another three.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray. And really an incredible playmaker his entire career. The Harden's taken that up a notch. And he now often looks for his teammates first.
Durant for three. Bucket number three. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Will it go? And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And huge assist totals for Harden, which is also a reflection, Greg, of the talent around him.
And he's played with some of the best finishers in the game throughout his career. What changed starting last year was his mindset, making him all that much more difficult to defend. Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Carter with a screen on Durant. From deep, an absolute bomb from three-point range. 10 points for him.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Magic trail by 16. Jacks up a three. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
And here's Harden for three. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And what a way to start this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Bryant looking over the floor. And the Bronx, another three.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Outside, KD passes to Champ. Lets it go from deep. And the Bronx, another three.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Orlando.
And really just a bad loss. No other way to put it. I mean, they maybe overlooked some of the bench players because those reserves got loose offensively.
That bucket in no time at all. Bird's got 6.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
We go now to the 2K leaderboard to find out who the top three-point shooters have been since the All-Star break. Blake Griffin is second, Kevin Durant third.
For me, they've been 2 of the NBA's best three-point shooters over that period of time. No question about it. They just keep heating up.
Outside Bryant. And the Bronx, another three.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And then Carter with the jam.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Here's Champ. No good on the triple.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And that one's good. So
this guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Harden outside. Lets the three fly. Looks good. Is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Grabs the miss. Harden's got 4 rebounds in this game. Three-pointer, Bird, and the Bronx. Another 3.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Now, here's Suggs. His last outing, he had 8 points. Bird covering. Hits the jumper. 15 points in the game.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Here's Champ in the Bronx. Another 3.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
He had a nice open look right there.
We'll come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And for the Magic, they're shooting to start out this game about 43%. Now, here's Suggs. Not a lot of room.
Well, being aggressive and assertive, the big man snatching the rebound.
Pass to Bird. Here's the 3. Gets the 3. Pointer to fall. Bird's got 12.
And the defense is in disbelief here.
Timeout.
After triple.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Wendell Carter. Maxi Kleber comes in for Suggs. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Wagner. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Brown. Then for the Bronx, Yao checked in for Bird. Jordan comes in for James Harden. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Champ. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Bronx.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
As something else they've done right from the get-go tonight is running. So much of their offense coming on the fast break.
I'll tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
The 3 from Bryant, and the Nets, another 3.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Beyond the arc, and again, it's the Magic from deep.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. And coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it. Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Fultz kicks to Kleber. The pass to Fultz. Down low. Tough by Bamba.
Well, we know Markelle Fultz can get cooking on the offensive end, but his responsibility to get the guys around him involved, nicely done.
And 3 from Jordan. Can't hit that one. And it's the Magic taking it the other way, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense. It completely caught his man off guard by going to the reverse. That's one way to make sure the shot doesn't get blocked.
Here's Yao. Hits the three-point bomb.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Jordan against Fultz. Hands of the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
And one of the league's most effective shot blockers from that guard position. Jordan can do it and help defense or on the ball.
Takes the three. It's good from long range. He's got 26.
Yeah, you're seeing Isaac mature as an offensive player. Finding your open teammate, such a critical skill.
The offensive rebound. Kobe kicks to Yao. Off target from outside. Yao's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. To the paint. Here's Bamba. And it's sent back by Bryant. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. From 13 feet, it goes down.
Mo Bamba showing you the ability to pass the basketball. Pretty look.
Here's Yao. And it's Yao again. Missing.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Pass to Kleba. Orlando moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. That one good for 2.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
Durant the pass to Kobe. And 3 from Jordan. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. Kobe's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, nice timing there on that catch and shoot. Jordan with such a musical rhythm to his game.
James Harden getting it done for the Bronx. And he's supplying a lot of their offense with his three-point shooting. Knocked down 4 from distance in that quarter alone. Well, plenty of firepower. But Kyrie Irving committed.
I wouldn't be able to do it without our bigs and our consistent effort.
Well, it's been a real focus, hasn't it, Greg, for them to tighten things up defensively.
And it's a collective effort. So even the scorers have to be engaged and exert themselves in order to get stops.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
They've got Wagner. Maxi Kleba is out there with Isaac. Then there's Brown, and it's Fultz in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Driving to the basket. Lets it go with a 3. And the Nets, another 3.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Passes it to Fultz. With the teardrop and the turnover again by Orlando.
Looking here at some numbers for Brown. How the second half of the season has shaped up for him. Putting up about 10 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Subs, he's checked in for Fultz.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Looking to end the run. Rejected by Kobe. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving leading the charge. From outside the arc. And the Nets on... Another three.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
The Magic shooting their first free throw of the game right now. And Orlando making a change here. Carter's checked in. And a new group in for... the Nets. Lopez, he's checked in for Kobe. LeBron comes in for Bird. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. And it's Lopez in for James Harden. You know a thing or two about being a floor general. It's no longer just a traditional guard role.
Not at all. Now there are point forwards, even point centers, and an offense doesn't have to run through the backcourt anymore. You look at guys like LeBron and Jokic. It's a different game.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
The shot by Carter. Nobody around. The Magic again can't hit. Irving for three. Drills the three-pointer. Irving's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
The Bronx, they've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. And here's LeBron outside. They get it back. Lopez kicks to James. Connects from three-point range. LeBron's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Kleba. Here's Wagner. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
LeBron, good.
Yeah, tireless worker. Always looking for ways to improve. LeBron James has never looked more comfortable from three.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. It's ironic that while the league took refuge in Orlando to complete the 2020 season, the Magic has had no reprieve from the rash of injuries that affected its top young players the last few years. This team is well coached and plays hard. Hopefully their fortunes will change when it comes to health. Guys?
All right, David, thank you. The Bronx, they've gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. 33 points for him.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
It's funny to think that it took Lopez 7 years to hit his first three in the NBA. Now he's splashing them from all over the place.
And that one, good.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
Launches it. And James gets it to go on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 5 assists tonight. Orlando's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
One thing Irving's been doing more of, using his offhand in the lane to hit floaters, and even on jump shots.
This guy is so creative, so inventive. The ability to make last-second adjustments. And I mean that whether he's in the air, off his feet, or with his handle. His ability to keep defenders guessing is truly incredible.
Lopez dishes to James. Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. And with this break, why don't we check out the hottest shooting point guards over the last month? You look at Irving, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Champ, a few spots down.
Some remarkable shooters in that group. I mean, you know that when you're seeing those types of numbers at the point guard position, you're talking about some very intelligent and patient players.
You know, that intelligence is really their hallmark. Always taking the smart shot, never forcing it when it's not there. You know, that's how they're able to keep their percentages so high. That and the fact that they can flat out shoot it.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lopez has got 6 here in this quarter.
You simply have to remember that Brook Lopez can stroke the jumper. This guy on catch and shoot is terrific.
And that one's good, Wagner.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Griffin looking it over. Carries the long-range jumper. Griffin's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And we have seen Griffin do this more, adapting to the growing trend of bigs like him shooting threes.
Really left alone that time. And the Nets with possession here. There's the triple. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Griffin's got 6.
This guy knows where everyone is at all times. LeBron James makes the spectacular assist routine.
Suggs kicks to Wagner. The rebound by the Nets.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Suggs passes to Kleba. Here's Wagner. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Sinks the triple.
He has not missed a shot in this quarter. They've tried running different things in him, but he's been unstoppable.
Suggs passes to Kleba. And the rejection by James.
An engaged LeBron James on the defensive end is an absolute menace.
Bombas checked in for Maxi Kleba. Then for the Bronx, Yao checked in for Lopez. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. And Chance subbed in for Lopez. And it's Suggs missing.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
They double-team Yao. Champ uses the glass to finish the layup. 13 points in the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And it's Suggs missing.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around. Before it gets completely away from them.
The Magic again can't hit.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
And And that one's good. Yow.
Whether making plays for himself or his teammates as he did there, Kyrie Irving, a dynamic playmaker.
Throws in for the dunk.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Now the pass to Yao. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
One shot. And you got to appreciate the skill set Ming brings to the table. Knows no one can match up against him and simply lofting these inside shots up and in.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
This season, 88% on the line, so he has been in a comfort zone.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Isaac comes in for Wagner, and it's Fulton for Suggs. Now Fultz. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And he jams it with authority.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Champ the pass to Yao. Fires the three. No good that time.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Buries it from three-point range.
He is just self-willing his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Champ the pass to Yao. The three. It's in the bucket for his fourth field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And it goes down 2 points. Net shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively.
You can count on Kevin. Durant to be consistent as a scorer night after night after night.
Fires for 3. Now men pulls it in. Timeout called, the Bronx.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
And some changes here for the Bronx. Jackson, he's checked in for Yao. Lopez comes in for James. And Robin Lopez is subbed in for Durant. A 3-ball. Lopez, no up. And so Brown will bring it up for the Magic. Driving in. Got a piece of it. Isaac against Lopez. No good from outside. Magic shooting about 42% so far. Brown outside. Rebounded by the Nets. Lopez outside. Takes a 3. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
You know, how about the big fella making the right play there to create that bucket?
Here's Fultz. No good there. The Bronx goes the other way with it. Lopez outside. Shoots the 3. And the Bronx another 3.
Lopez looking right at home with the catch and shoot.
To the middle to end the run. And Isaac throws it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Here's Lopez. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Lopez has got 12 now in this quarter.
Yeah, and if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the best shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass. So important.
To the left wing. Lopez finds Jackson, and it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. 27 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Lopez. A three-pointer off the mark. And the Magic shooting just 39% in the second quarter. Shoots from the block. No good off the back of the rim. There's the three. Passes it to Champ. That will count. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's a perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Kenny, did you circle specific? And right now, let's talk about that monster. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. And it's the Magic with the ball. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by K. All fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Nets. Champ out there with Harden. Then there's Bird. Then there's Kobe. And it's KD in at the small forward. Pass to Champ. Lopez outside. And he'll get another chance. Stolen by Carter. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Here's Wagner. Got a hand on it. Lopez outside from the arc, and the three ball is good. Lopez has got 12 in the game.
You know, don't let Lopez's size fool you. He's got very good touch on his jumper.
Brown kicks to Carter. Back to Brown. It's deflected. Jackson from long range. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his fifth rebound in this one. Wagner, the shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 6 assists now in the game.
The defense making it way too easy for him on that jump shot. He'll take that all night.
Jackson from long range. No good on that one. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. And another one falls.
Goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Greg, talk about a guy who plays with competitive fire. Suggs is a powerful leader, but by example.
Yeah, I mean, this guy plays with such great strength and energy, and he makes great decisions. Really has an advanced understanding of the game for his age. And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Jackson from long range. And the Bronx, another three.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone. Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved. But it's time for him to step up.
Drains the three-pointer.
And really scored most of their points, but He can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
There's Jackson with the three. He can't get that one to fall. Magic have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Harden dishes to Jackson. From beyond the arc. Rebound by the Magic. Carter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Inside. That one falls.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Jackson from long range. Knocks down the 3 ball. Jackson's got 9 points here in the second half. They set the pick. Pass to Carter. This one for 3. The rebound by Jordan. For the Bronx, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Jackson from long range. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Fires from the wing. The rebound by the Nets. Champ's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Jackson. Good on the 3-point shot. Jackson's got 12.
After being held scoreless in the first, he's turning it on here in the second.
Fires the 3. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Here's Champ. He's got 13. Here's Jordan. Again, the Nets for 2.
It's just one of those nights where Jordan can do no wrong offensively. And let's talk about the endurance to go along with it. Wow.
Here's Champ. His average of about 35.5 points a game is pretty astounding, but one that he's worked very hard for. That one does not go. It puts him at 5 for 9 from the field. That shot missing. The Bronx goes the other way with it. In the corner, Harden to the inside. And the dunk by Lopez.
Boy, Lopez putting plenty of icing on the cake. He's been tremendous.
Suggs passes to Carter. Releases from 15. Harden grabs the miss. Harden's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Well, that bucket. And that's 15 points for Champ.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead. All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
To the middle, here's Jordan. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
And it's good for 2.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Harden with it. Picked up by Brown. There's the pass to Lopez. Nets passing it around. Michael Jordan on the wing. Pass to Champ. Shot clock at 5. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Lobs it up for Jordan. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Bronx.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Yeah, and something else that served them well were all the turnovers they've caused and the points that have come along with those. Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
A shot by Harden, wide open, and the Bronx another 3.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
The quick look, no good that time. Setting up the half-court offense now.
They've got to find a way, not enough ball movement or body movement when they get in the half-court.
And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Jackson, it's good. The assist that time from Harden. Jackson's got 14 points now in the second half.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Tries from 16. Bank shot, no good.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here. It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stuff.
Crafty off the dribble. And the moment Harden gets an angle on you with his strength, it's over.
"16 feet away, and good. He hits it again.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. Here's Champ. He's got 15. Here's Jordan. Here's the drive. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
And you can just see the extraordinary competitiveness. MJ staying laser focused after absorbing the contact.
Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
7-foot shot. Another bucket. Wow.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Pass to Jordan. Here's Champ. The shot. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Champ's got 19 points.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
They get the rebound. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. He was all alone on that one. Jordan's got 8 here in the quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
From 15 feet away, Bronx grabs the miss. Jackson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Jordan the pass to Champ. And the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish. Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night, 3 in the first half.
Orlando's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Over to the wing to stop the run. And the rebound goes to Lopez. And for the Bronx, they're shooting a magnificent 69% in this game. And Harden with the stuff.
An elite scorer who takes pride in torching defenses. Harden is outstanding at getting to his spots and capitalizing.
And let's quickly go to our rookie leaderboard to find out which rookies have blocked the most shots this season. Well, you look at Champ, a fierce inside defender, tops in the NBA in blocks.
Well, he has clearly established himself as the premier rim protector in this year's rookie class.
Here's what's going on with the Bronx right now. Larry Bird's checked in for Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Robin Lopez. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. And the Nets with possession here. Here's Champ. Here's Jackson. And he slams it down right on top of Jonathan Isaac.
And I tell you, the combination of those long arms, his intelligence, coupled with effort, really serves Jackson in a lot of ways, especially when he attacks the offensive glass.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And the Nets with possession here. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he drops in the layup off the glass. That's now 26 points for Champ.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Here's Kleba. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 5 assists tonight.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. It doesn't matter. Just make shots.
Stolen by Bird. And here's KD for 3. And the Bronx, another 3.
Boy, it doesn't get any better than this. Kevin Durant's stroke from three-point range is money.
And so it's the Bronx with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no... Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Maxi Kleba is out there with Gary Harris. Then it's Bamba, and there's Fultz, and it's Magruder and Ikatispa. Fultz is out there for Orlando.
Well, this has to contribute to Markelle Fultz's confidence, showing right there he can get through the defense.
Pass to Irving. Pulls it from the elbow. Again, the Nets for 2.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
I mean, who needs teammates when you can do all that work yourself? LeBron looking spry and youthful.
James against Fultz. And close. That misses off the backboard.
Has to be smarter, guys. I mean, we all know he can make that shot, but the defense was in his grill.
And here is James. Outside Irving. Launches a 3. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 4th assist in this one. Fultz against James. Bamba a screen on James. Fultz. Bronx grabs the miss.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
He gets that one. 19 points for Kyrie Irving.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
And there's the pass to Irving. Kicks it to KD. And Doris, with the financial challenges that the pandemic posed for the NBA, private equity firms looking to break into ownership. Some questions still to be answered with that, don't you think?
Oh, I think no doubt, Kevin. And with the rules shifting in recent years to set that minimum ownership stake, it's going to be interesting to see whether this will become a real thing. But I believe if it drives franchise values, there will be momentum gained.
LeBron against Fultz. LeBron grabs the miss. James has got 6 rebounds in the game.
Efficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Yeah, love seeing Bryant just get up and go for it. His leaping ability never ceases to impress.
Screen by Kleba. Takes it inside and finished off by Fultz.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Here's Bird. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Bamba a screen on LeBron. Fultz finds Bamba. Here's Magruder. Passes it to Fultz. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Harris misses. And so James will bring it up for the Nets. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And good that time.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Fultz against James. Kleber with it. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Here's Magruder, defended by Bryant. And it's Magruder missing.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
KD on the wing. Guarded by Harris. And here's LeBron outside. And the Nets another three.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Fultz against LeBron. Fultz kicks to Kleber. Pass to Magruder. They need this. A rebound by Kobe Bryant.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
They grabbed their own miss. The Magic have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Fultz banked in off the glass.
Well, make no mistake, Markelle Fultz, because of his athletic burst, can score on the interior. That's nicely done.
And Gary Harris is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled. But what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow it.
Bamba setting the pick for Hampton. Drives to the hoop. He can't get that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Left side, Kobe. On the wing, Bird. Kleber defending. And it's Bird with the jam.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Fultz against Irving. Now here's Fultz. He's guarded closely. Finished off by Fultz.
Well, this is what's evolving over time, right? Markelle Fultz running the pick and roll, such a precise play.
Pass to Harden. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Harden's got 13 points in the second half.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Good on the triple.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Irving surveying the floor. And the jam by Harden.
Taking it all the way. Harden with the flush there.
Fultz against Irving. Fultz the pass to Bamba. Good work defensively by Bryant. The Bronx has gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Back to Harden. And just a couple years ago, Doris, it seemed, didn't it, like bigs were a dying breed in the NBA. Then last season, 2 of the top MVP candidates were centers.
There was so much conversation that true 5 men, the center position, was no longer in vogue. And then all of a sudden, look what happens. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid were neck and neck for long stretches of the season. Both 5 men, both highly skilled. To me, it's always about, can you play the game or can you not play the game? And those 2 men, they can play.
Picked them clean. Feeds to Fultz. Over Harden. The Magic again can hit. And for the Bronx, their shooting has been just uncontainable, 72%. And here's KD for three. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Bryant's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Fultz looking around. Over Bird. That one off the back iron and out. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Bronx. Down low. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the ongoing league debate. Who's the toughest guy to guard? Harden's name always.
2.
Free throw good, James Harden. And Doris, in the landscape of the NBA, there are those organizations that seem to have a hard time building a winner. What is it they lack, in your opinion, that's holding them back?
Well, success in any field of endeavor usually involves a multi-pronged effort. So in the NBA, it starts with ownership. Are they committed to winning? Then you have to look at your front office. Do they do a good job drafting talent? Do they understand what goes into team building and quality trades? To the head coach, how modern is he and what is his philosophy? Down to it's about the players ultimately. Do you have the stars that can drive winning?
Now, here's Suggs. Defense is right there. Shot clock at 3. Here's Fultz. That one, no good. The Bronx has gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. Champ, the pass to Harden. Out left to the wing, and the pass to Bryant. To the paint. Here's Champ. That's good, and it's Kobe with the assist. Bryant's got assist number 8 here in this one already. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Wagner kicks to Isaac. Pass to Fultz. Here's Wagner. Once again off the mark, Orlando. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to KD. Here's Champ. Pass to Harden. The Bronx needs to get off a shot here. The fadeaway. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Harden. 22 points for Kevin Durant.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bronx.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
Well, in a dominant year where we've watched this team battle night in and night out all season long, this will bring their win total to an impressive 69.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4 games to none.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Champ.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Now here's Harden. So no problem for the Bronx as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin.